Welcome back from the break. You're watching NewsX. I'm Pratap Singh. We are continuing with our special NewsX India A-List episode. And our next guest for the show this evening is bringing a mother's touch to baby care. Yes, she's the founder of Maate. Priyanka C. Raina is transforming how we curate products for babies. Take a look.
A chemical-free Ayurvedic baby care brand.
It's a brand which has a lot of love involved, a lot of motherly care involved.
Maate offers a healthy dose of love and affection.
It started as a very small family of parents who joined us, and now it's growing and growing. But what makes me really proud is that all parents are superbly happy with the product.
NewsX proudly recognizes Priyanka C. Raina for excellence in social entrepreneurship.
Hello and welcome. I'm Pratap Singh. You're joining us on this special interview as part of our NewsX A-List series. We're in conversation today with Priyanka C. Raina. She is co-founder of Maate. Priyanka, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Hi there. Thank you so much for having me for the interview. And it's truly a pleasure to be part of this.
Yes, let me start out by just talking to you a bit more about the journey of Maate. So tell us about, firstly, the name, how you decided to name the brand Maate, and how the brand was born. How did the journey begin?
So Maate is something which came out of my passion as a mother. When Gracia was born, my daughter, right after that, I think I started with the project. And it's a brand which has a lot of love involved, a lot of motherly care involved. So I thought Maate was an apt name for that because it could truly resonate with the soul of the brand, with the philosophy, the ethos of the brand. So that's how we came up with this name. And yeah, the journey has been very incredible. It's been now 3 years. We recently completed 3 years, and the response of the parents is amazing, and that just makes it wonderful for us.
Indeed. How was the response? You know, when you first entered the market, how was the response like?
The response, of course, when we entered the market, it was not a very good time for us because right after that, we were hit by Corona, and there were a lot of, and we were very, very new in the market. So a lot of execution had to put on hold, and the reach and awareness was challenging at that stage. But from last 1 year, I think we're expanding and we're adding a lot more new products. But one thing which has always been consistent is the positive feedback of parents. Of course, it started as a very small family of parents who joined us, and now it's growing and growing. But what makes me really proud is that all parents are superbly happy with the products. They love it, and the retention is very good. And they come back with, like, they're really truly part of the family with a lot of suggestions. We want this, we want that. Can we have one more product like this? So it's a fully homegrown brand, and that communication with my community makes it really special.
Indeed. Also, I think is the vision driven by sustainability. So I think you're consciously avoiding chemical products. Is that correct? And you're trying to make the brand as sustainable as possible? Yeah.
So me, myself, I'm a person who chooses only natural products. That's always been. When it came to choosing products for my baby, and I searched the market, I was very overwhelmed to see a lot of medicated products, lab-made products, but there was barely anything which could resonate with my search. You know, I really wanted to use something which is all natural, which has no chemicals, no fragrance, no color. So there's a whole long list for a mother that she doesn't want to use this on the baby. And that's exactly what I kept in mind when I was going with this whole exercise of formulation of the product. So I have been very adamant of how the product should be, how pure, how safe, and how efficacious it should be, because I'm using it on my own babies, right? Since the beginning. I think right after we started with formulations and testing, I have been using it on my own children. That makes it very important for me to, you know, that what I'm using for my own babies, I give exact same quality and purity to other babies out there.
So truly practicing what you preach, as you're saying. I also want to ask you a bit about your foundation, you know, which you've also named, in fact, after your daughter. Tell us a bit about how the foundation was born and what the objective is.
So, foundation was again born with a lot of motherly concerns. After Gracia was born, of course, there was a completely new phase where I was going through this postpartum phase, and I went through a bit of a postpartum depression as well. So it was a bit of a difficulty for me to deal with that phase. And I think for a lot of new moms, there are a lot of unknowns. Okay. And just because there's lack of awareness, they go through a lot of issues. Mm-hmm. So that is when I started working on the foundation. The sole purpose was to help mothers know about pregnancy, about maternal health, reproductive health. And I started very small, working through the slums in Delhi, and then I expanded to other cities, other states. And then we even did a program in the prisons for all the female, because I feel the kind of awareness we want to raise is very important for any mom or anywhere. So we added programs for adolescent health, because as a girl, when you're going through different phases of life, it's very important that you know how to handle yourself. Yeah. You know how all changes you're going to go through. So it's very important that we have that open conversation with young girls so that they start preparing themselves emotionally, physically, mentally, and then they are well prepared when they enter the phase of motherhood or they enter the phase of maternal health.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Clearly, of course, I can tell that, motherhood has changed you a lot, because, the brand, of course, was born because of your own motherly instincts, and, of course, the foundation as well. So how has motherhood changed you? I have to ask you, Priyanka.
So, yeah, I think it's a unique journey. Nobody can prepare that. And it's a journey which you have to experience on your own. Mm-hmm. I have always been very career-oriented. I was working in the Netherlands before I moved back to India, right? My daughter's birth, basically. So it's nothing like and you know how you're going to deal with it, right? It's a journey you go through, you experience, you embrace. Yeah. And it was a lot of change. I changed my career. I had a baby. I changed countries. So I think I got a different perspective altogether. Life and how I want to move forward, how I want to lead it, how I want to set examples for my own daughter and my boy now, my son Rio. So for me, it's very important that I lead by examples for my children. Okay. And being a mom, your work revolves around them. So I want to, for me, it became very important to give back to the society and do things which were more meaningful. Mm-hmm. And how the entire perspective changed for me.
No doubt. And congratulations also. You've recently been awarded our NewsX Shakti Award as well at our We Women Want Conclave. So what is your first reaction to receiving that?
I think it was an incredible honor. I'm really humbled to receive it. And I truly appreciate recognizing my efforts. Thank you so much.
Okay. I also have to ask you about, your husband, Suresh Raina. How involved is he with the foundation? And do you talk to him about your work as well, about the brand as well, and the vision and the response and different ideas?
Absolutely. I think Suresh is somebody who's carrying an incredible experience off the field, on the field. And while these guys are contributing to the field of cricket, they also learned a lot of competencies, soft skills like leadership, decision making. And, all this is an incredible source of experience for me to get from him. He's always been there through and through. He's a fantastic father, a very, very supportive husband. And whenever I have something, I always discuss with him. We share things. And he's always been there to direct me through, this might be good for your foundation. This is something you might want to put on hold. So his involvement has been very consistent and very useful for me.
And how do you think fatherhood changed him? As a person and maybe on the field as well, because you've obviously observed him very, very closely. Interestingly, the same conversation is happening now about Hardik Pandya. Because a lot of people are saying that his fatherhood and, marriage perhaps has changed him into the player and the leader that he is today. So I want to ask you the same question about Suresh.
No, undoubtedly. I think having children changes you as a whole. You become responsible, you become more aware of your surroundings and your purpose in life. And that happens with everybody, because now your life revolves around your children, right? You want to give them the best, and you want to give them an environment where they prosper, they grow, they flourish. And that has happened with me and Suresh and all the parents out there. So you have become so responsible. You want to be with your children. You want help them become a perfect human being. That's something which is the most important thing for us. We want our children first to be the good human being and then anything else. So Suresh has been very, very part of the whole process, very involved. He's a fantastic father. All the kids love working out with him, swimming with him. So he's the fun side of parenting. The strict side of the parenting. I have to be more involved with schooling, work, the things children don't like, and he's more of a side of the parent.
Okay, so balance clearly. Final question then, Priyanka, before we let you go. I'm sure there are a lot of girls watching you today, young girls who want to be like you, who are inspired by you. What's one piece of advice you'd like to give them?
I think I would say that you just follow your heart, what you want to be in life, what you want to do. And it's very important for you to be an independent person. It's really important for you to be financially independent, emotionally independent. So life is long. You go through several phases in life, and every phase has different kinds of challenges. So being prepared, being aware, and knowing what exactly you want from life is very, very important. So stand up for yourself, stay strong, and follow your heart.
Thank you so much. You've certainly done that, and continue doing that. Thank you so much, Priyanka C. Raina, for joining us on NewsX today, and wishing you and your brand, Maate, and your foundation all the very best.
Thank you so much, Ade. Lovely having a conversation with you.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.